Yes.
Hi, my name is Layla, and today I'm going to do 5.1 right at decimal as a fraction. So this is the problem I'm going to solve. And so first, since it's the 100th place, I will move the decimal back twice. And when you move it twice, you should make it over 100. Over 100. And then you divide them both to 2. And then, so you're not changing the value, but you are changing the form, and then I can simplify by 2. And then the answer, you simplify both by 2, and then you get 7 over 15. So this is the answer you get. So this is the next example. So first you have to rewrite the decimal number as a fraction with a denominator of 1. It's like, so 1.12 over 1. And then multiply point. Oh, okay. And then you multiply 100 over 100. And then after you get, so close.
Everything equals what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
1, 2,
2.
divided by 2, then over 1. And then you divide this by 2, and you get 551 over 500. So after that, you find the greatest common factor, GCF, of the number. Okay, and then divide this. Okay, and then you divide it. You divide this, and write down the answer. Okay, and then you get 151 over 500. Then now you do. So finally, you simplify it, and will equals 51 500. And this is the final answer. Now you do. And now you do this one, negative 0.85. So this is the one you do it.
So I'm Nicole Shim, and I'll be doing a problem. The first problem is from question 28 from page 224, and it's 1/5, and you have to try to make it into a decimal. So first, you want to divide 1 by 5 to find the decimal is 1/5. So to do it like this way, I'm going to use it this way. this, and then when you divide it, since you can't divide 1 by 5, you have to add a 0 to the 1, and then you have to add a decimal because of the 0 that you added. So it'll be point, 0 point, and then it'll be 10. So if you imagine it without the decimal, it's practically 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So all you have to do is write 2, and then 2 times 5 is 10. You have to minus it, and you just get 0. So therefore, 1/5 equals 0.2. Okay, next problem. So it's gonna be 44, 8, and 5. So you're gonna do the same thing to put it in the decimal, but first you have to make it improper, since you can't really do that. Okay, so you have to divide it, so it will be 357 divided by 44. So the answer is gonna be 8, because 44 times 8 will be about the number or less. It will be 352. Because if you do it 9, it'll be over. So it's going to be 8. And then since 44 times 8 is 352, you have to subtract it. Which will be 5. Now, since you can't divide 5 by 44, you have to add a 0 and a decimal. So it will be 1, that's 44. And then you'll get 60. Now, you can still divide 60 by 44, so you just write 1 again. So you get 16.
Wait, why is it 16?
16. Because
40,
60 divided by 44, or 60 minus 44.
I get it. Okay, continue.
16 minus 44 is 16. So once again, you can't divide 16 by 44, so you have to add a 0. But you don't add in a decimal or anything. Oops. Because you already have a decimal, so you just add a 0 and you continue. So then, so 44 times 8 was 352, so you have to get less than that. So the answer is going to be 132, because that's the closest number you can get. So then 160 minus 132 is going to be 28. And then since you can't do a 28 by 44, you have to add another 0. And then it's going to be 264 when you multiply it by 6. Then you subtract it again, and then you'll get 160. Now, as you keep doing it over again, you can see that 160 is like repeating over and over. So instead of like doing it all over again and like wasting your time, you can just stop there and put this sign, repeating sign, over that number, because it just signifies that the number will repeat no matter how much times you do it. So that is all. And this is a number. So the answer is, so therefore this fraction equals 8.1136 repeating. And
What do you want them to do?
so what I want you to do is you have to do, you can do this one by yourselves. You can do 55. Oh wait, let's change it to 50. So you guys can do this equation.
Okay, so this is 5.1, and I will be teaching on how to make repeating numbers not repeat anymore. So the first example is 0.8 repeating. So what you're going to do first is that you're going to make it equal x. So after that you're going to multiply it, you're going to multiply it by where the decimal is, and that is the 10th place. So you'll multiply it by 10, and what you're doing on this side has to be done to the other side, so that becomes 10x as well. So when you multiply it, you have 8, but you also have to put 8 again because it's a repeating number, so you put 8 repeating, and that still equals 10x. You're going to minus x from this side, and since x equals 0.8 repeating, you're going to minus that from the other side as well. So when you minus this, you get 8 and 9x. And to turn it into a fraction, you have to take this number here and you put it over. So it becomes 8 over 9 or 9x over 9, but you only really need this as your answer. So this is 0.8 repeating as the fraction. Yay. And now, second example is a negative number, so it is negative 9 .6 repeating. And so what you're going to do is that you're going to leave this number alone, and you're going to make 0.6 repeating into x. Again, what you did before, since the decimal place is at the 10th place, you're going to multiply 0.6 repeating by 10, and you're going to do that to the other side as well. So you get 6.6 repeating because 6 is repeating and you're only moving it once. And this still equals 10x. And you're going to minus x from here, which means you're minusing 0.6 repeating from here. And the answer you get is 6, which equals 9 over x, but that would equal